The Fox News liberal Jessica Tarlov is back after the DNC to shut down her MAGA propagandists of co-hosts talking about the DNC, Kamala's speech, and everything that came with it. So let's take a look at what she had to say.
I had never seen Michelle Obama speak live, and I thought it was one of the more incredible things I've ever seen in my life, just hands down. But I also think that Kamala Harris did a really good job, and she did exactly what she needed to do. And you can judge how strong her speech was by the strength of Donald Trump's meltdown.
That was a meltdown?
Really? So it starts on Truth Social while she's speaking, right? Are they talking about me in all capitals? Yes, of course, we're talking about you. Then he moves on, he starts calling Brett and Martha. When they try to inject a dose of reality into it, like, you're not really leading in the polls, he flips out. Then they have to get him off the phone because Gutfeld has to start. He's not done, though. Then he calls Greg halfway through the show.
This is so true, and we covered the meltdown of a phone call that he had with Fox News, where he then, of course, went on to other stations while he's angrily posting on Truth Social. It's like the kid whose girlfriend just left him or something, so he starts posting, "I never cared about you anyway," on social media and all this kind of stuff on different timelines, hoping that they see it, because like most of Trump's actions, it comes off rather juvenile, especially when he takes to social media to rant in all caps about things angrily. And I'll let Jessica get into it, but the proof of the success really lies in the ratings. And I will say, Michelle did probably have the best speech of the week.
The evidence of how well she did is in cold hard facts. In ratings, Trump's favorite thing, 22% up from Donald Trump's acceptance speech. 7.2 million raised between 11 p.m. and midnight over the course of the entire week. ActBlue says over $100 million came in for Democratic candidates, organizations. There was a panel of undecided Pennsylvania voters, a focus group, 8 of them in there. 6, after watching the speech, are now going with Kamala Harris. Those are all hard facts that show that she did a really good job. We know about the enthusiasm being up. We know about the polls going in her direction. The thing that I thought was most effective was she didn't give a partisan speech. And this was tracked online. Bill Kristol put this up. I thought it was fascinating. She said, America or Americans 34 times, country or nation 20 times, Democrat or the Democratic Party 0 times. She talked about freedom 12 times, family 8 times, opportunity 6 times.
What Kamala was giving was a unity speech. That's why she didn't mention her party once, because this election is bigger than a party. Trump wants to make it about that just to further divide us and to have his side ready for civil war if he loses. But for Kamala, it's about reuniting the country, bringing back how politics felt when Obama was in office, to rid of the hate and divisiveness. And in that, she did an amazing job with her speech. And that's why the ratings for the DNC destroyed that of the RNC. We've seen more movement in the polls for her than we did for Trump after the RNC, because everyday Americans resonate with her message way more than they do with Republicans and Trump's rich guy talk. I mean, one candidate is running for hope and for the future of America, and the other is running to roll us back as far as possible while benefiting corporations every step of the way.
She knew that if we put back together the coalition from 2020, those 81 million voters, which included moderate Republicans, and you saw Stephanie Grisham, Jeff Duncan, Adam Kinzinger, et cetera, speaking directly to those people, making the case that this is an America issue, that Donald Trump is undemocratic. He is not representative of at least the old Republican Party. And if you believe in democracy, that Kamala Harris is the only option. And I feel very good about the entire week, even without Beyonce, which we will talk about later in the show.
Democrats have never liked the Republican Party. I mean, they accused Mitt Romney, who they would praise today as a moderate.
But they didn't call John McCain a traitor or a loser.
And this is a dangerous thing for MAGA. They are a small cult who do not even make up close to the majority of the country, not even close to half of the country. So a Democrat who can not only bring together their side, but moderate Republicans and the sensible independents will always beat them out. It won't even be close. And that's what Kamala's campaign has been geared to do, exactly that. With Republicans speaking throughout the event of the DNC, Republicans for Harris has been growing in size since its creation. Kamala has been steering her policies to appeal to the middle as well as the left. I feel like in the game of chess that we know as politics, she is well outplaying the Trump campaign at this moment, and we just need that momentum to continue for her through the debate.